Hello, this is Tora, and this is Crystal's Ponytail, developed by Artec Digital Entertainment and published by Sega for the Mega Drive Genesis. And the run I am doing here is any percent. And any percent is basically beat the game as fast as possible on easy mode. And the premise of this game is that you're a pony named Crystal, saving her pony friends from an evil wizard. And the goal of the game is to collect gems in different areas. And the gem locations are pretty RNG, but for the most part are right in your path and easy to find. And you see the first one I get here is on the farm. Sometimes you open the barn door and the chest and you don't get anything. And to note that the chest had a number on it. That is the number of keys required to open it. And you'll see I have a little horseshoe indicator, which you use horseshoes to get past these horseshoe gates. And the number of horseshoes, as well as the number of keys required, are raised in harder difficulties. And the gem RNG is pretty dependent on difficulty as well. And you see the fastest form of movement with Crystal is just press the jump button repeatedly and make her jump all over the place. And you'll see like certain areas I use her action command, which is she stands up on her hind legs, which you'll see me use as I fight the wizard here. Now the wizard, the number of hits to defeat the wizard is dependent on difficulty as well. And so we have saved our first pony friend. And the locations of the ponies are very linear in easy mode. On harder difficulties, they tend to be all over the place, which is not ideal for the fastest time. And to note, Crystal will actually automatically hop over most objects, such as these kegs there. But I just manually jump over them, and the off chance that she'll instead decide she doesn't want to jump over them automatically. And you see the bees back there dropping honeycombs. You can easily avoid that by jumping through that area that they drop the honeycombs, but you'll see I got a bit unlucky and one of the honeycombs hit me anyway. Basically, you just see throughout the run I'll be collecting gems and saving the ponies. I'll be making some notes here and there of like things that needed to be pointed out. One thing I should probably point out is that this game uses classical music for certain parts of all 7 areas. Which the forest area coming up in a bit here, it uses Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. In this boat area right here, there is almost always a gem right in your path, right on the vine here, and all you have to do is press the action button and you'll collect it. And when you get hit by enemies, you do lose some horseshoes, but losing horseshoes is not a big deal in easy mode because you collect way too many in your path anyway. And another note, these ponies that you save are all in a rainbow order. So when you save all 7 of them, they form a little pony rainbow. That snake there, I jumped a little too soon. If you jump over him at the right time, he won't damage you. In this rock, or this cliff area, sometimes, like I got there, you can get the gem and the pony in the same spot, which is very, very lucky. Because sometimes you could just not get the pony in the same area, but get the gem anyway. Or no gem at all. So we'll be heading into the forest area, which I had noted has Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies in it. Pretty straightforward. When you open this first chest here, you're most likely going to get a gem inside of it. And you just hop most of the way just through the forest. That little chime there that I hit, you just hit that and a little squirrel will knock stuff down for you. But that's pretty pointless in the run because most of the items up there are just mostly horseshoes or keys or what have you. Oh, and that bucket next to the house that you saw there, uh, most of the time, well, all the time that you check it, there's usually like a little lollipop item. And the lollipop items, I'm not really sure what they do, but they do not help you in a progression, so we tend to try to avoid that. Oh, and you see I do a quick turnaround there. I have on habit tried to go right from that top platform, but when you go right, you just exit the cave. And you first have to jump off that platform and then make your way right through the cave. And the little critters in the beginning of levels will give you hints of like where certain gems are. And that in this case a spider hinted that we would find the gem in this particular treasure chest. Oh, and the wizard is behind those holes there, and he tends to peek out from them and ruin your day if you're not careful. You see the wizard appears here. He only takes a couple of hits and he's done. You can either use the action button on him or just jump right into him, whatever's the most convenient. And so we have our second to last pony. Last pony is in the canyon or cliff area. And these good job screens, you can actually skip them, which I didn't find out until the last run before this. And those little monkeys there will try to drop coconuts on you. And then there's these doors. You always pick the sun door because the sun door will take you to the top. And then coming up, you take the star door to the bottom. And those doors are always the same, no matter what. You don't have to worry about them being shuffled around. And here we get our last gem. All we have to do is free the last pony and we'll be good to go. And the wizard shows up again for the second to last time. When the wizard shows up is completely random. And apparently he appears up to 3 times if he wants to. But thankfully, as I said, on easy mode, he's very, very easy to take care of. So we've saved our last pony, so we need to just go back to the bridge hub area. And try to avoid those bats dropping the coconut. And there's a Sega cart there that if you do the action in front of, it'll show you a little puppet show and give you some items, which is a lot of fun. And so we fight the wizard for the last time. Just a couple hits, and he's gone for good. We have saved the ponies. Now all you have to do is go across this bridge, and then the run ends right when you lose control of Crystal. And yeah, that's Crystal's Ponytail. Pretty obscure little title, like something I've never heard of up until now, but definitely a neat game nonetheless. Yeah, you have some credits here, but you could actually skip these credits if you want to just go to the next, get into the next attempt, but for PB's sake, I just let these credits roll. Yeah, overall, like, I got a pretty good time on it after about, like, 4 attempts. Yeah, that's Crystal's Ponytail. I hope you enjoyed that run, and I hope that this gains enough interest to be accepted into the marathon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.